Friends and family, welcome to the Oakland Ice Center here in Oakland, California for game number 2 of the weekend between the Eastern Washington Eagles and the California Golden Bears. My name is Tyler Pisani, joined by Blaine Spencer for the final time this season. Blaine, a heck of a game.
Don't say that. You're going to get me emotional already.
We only have 2 more games. We'll see you at the PAC8 tournament. You'll have to jump in on the broadcast.
I have to. And this is a bittersweet moment right now that this is it.
Back in your home area, though.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Area here, and then heading over. I don't think we've made that announcement yet, Blaine. So
might as well make it the announcement now, right?
Blaine is leaving us for another PAC8 school, heading over to the University of Utah. Going to keep an eye on PAC8 Commissioner AJ Bolden, keeping everything in line with the league.
AJ's going to be kept in check. Well, I'll tell you that right now.
So joining us again here in the Bay Area. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams. Pretty similar to last night. For Eastern Washington in net, Brendan Carew. In front of him, Paxton Dinwiddie and Ethan Florco. And up top, Reed Kaiser, Jake Best, and Mitch Hunt. For the California Golden Bears in net, a change from last night, Matt Adrian in net. On defense, Matt Chorlian and Sean Dolium. And up top, Tyson Storr, Brian Fawn, and Lane Carlitz.
And Cal already had an early opportunity. Carew made a solid save on his near side. Going to be interesting to see what Adrian presents with a new netminder in there for the Golden Bears.
Well, and last night, Weissman stood on his head in net for this California Golden Bears team.
Oh, without question. He was on top of his game. Brendan Carew also had himself a great game. I mean, it took a penalty shot to beat him, right? So it wasn't like both goalies played a great game. And like, even though the score was 6-4, didn't vindicate what actually was happening on the ice with the two goalies playing some very solid hockey.
It did, and it'll be interesting to see if this goalie matchup holds again tonight, just 1 minute into this contest. If Eastern Washington can come away with 1 point tonight, they thought they were going to have that last night as the game was tied with under 4 minutes to play. If they can come away with 1 point tonight, they will officially lock in their spot for the 2023 PAC8 Conference Championship. Location TBD, but I hear an announcement is coming early next week, Tuesday, at the absolute latest.
Well, it's going to be fascinating to see what the actual location is. I know there's a couple of places that are in contention, so it's going to be really fascinating to see where AJ makes his final decision where it's going to be, right?
Yeah, and if you want to see the PAC8 Conference Championship in Cheney, be sure to use hashtag PAC8 in Cheney on social media. Another stoppage here on the far side with 18:10 to play in the first.
Tyler, I got a question for you to start this up. So, like, with the two teams, with a very even match last night, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't have any different of styles for both teams. Cal continue to flood, as well as Eastern utilize their physicality. And honestly, Eastern outplayed Cal when it was at full strength. Cal was absolutely outstanding on the power play and the man advantage.
But I think that's the one thing that Eastern can do a little bit more of is using their body in the defensive third of the ice. It was something where they'd play the puck a little bit more on defense, and it allowed Cal, especially towards the blue line, to kind of use their speed and finesse to get past the Eagles and get a couple more shots on net. If Eastern can slow them down by using the body in the neutral zone, it'll prevent breakouts just like this. As you see Wells chasing his man back behind the net, finally uses his body to rub the man off, and Hofacker came away with it, at least for the moment, but now back as Chorlian fires a shot. Looking for that tip was Lou. He's going to corral it in the near side. Back up top now. Shot fired from the top of the crease, from the top of the zone, tipped away at the crease.
And right on cue there, Cal already trying to indicate some styles, getting a man out in front of Carew, deflecting a couple shots already early on. A little bit of a pass shot from the blue line from Cal, utilizing every inch of their offensive zone.
And Wells taking his man down in the near circle. Eastern not able to get the puck out of their zone in the last minute or so. Cal really having their opportunity to cycle the puck, and now finally back into the neutral zone, but Chorlian going to quickly bring it ahead off of the bench as Lusk, as he tries to knock that away. We see a hit behind the net, an opportunity out front for the Bears, and now Eastern Washington skating the other way. Puck legging behind Lusk. Nifty move to get the puck back to his forehand. Cortez now looking to fire a shot from the far side, and having to chase it back is Florco, looking for that icing call, and they will get it with 16-12 left to play in this first period.
Missed opportunity right there, Tyler. They had Lusk on a full breakaway if they hit him in stride there. Just couldn't get the pass to connect.
It seems that when we see games that start like this for Eastern Washington, where they're just a couple of inches off in the early goings or an errant pass here or there from having a chance, that it tends to be a high-scoring game for them, or at least a high scoring chance game for them. Really will depend on how Adrian in net for the Bears holds up to this Eastern Washington offense.
And I'm intrigued because I didn't see Adrian up when I was calling the Wazoo Cal games up at the PAC8. I think Wiseman was in net for both of those matchups, so it's going to be really fascinating to see how Adrian looks in net tonight.
And you see Hunt using his body along the far wall, slapping it straight back down. That time was Fawn. Fawn still with the puck. Feeds it up to his man at the top of the zone. Shot taken from the blue line into the midsection of Brendan Carew.
And those shots from out there aren't going to trouble Carew whatsoever. You're going to have, if you're a Cal Golden Bear, you got to be able to get somebody out in front of the net to block his line of sight, because if he's able to see it, 99% of the time he's saving that.
We'll have a face-off now to his glove side. Puck drop. Quick shot by the Bears. Back up to the top of the zone. Now across the blue line. Setting it back down low again. As we said Schum's name a couple of times last night, and he's already in the fray here early on in this one.
Crafty player. I know I said that last night on air, but just he understands his intangibles. Great puck handling, as you're seeing right there. Gets a wrister away right on cue.
His style reminds me a lot of Reed Kaiser. And watching those two kind of go back and forth tonight, maybe one of the storylines to keep an eye out on.
Oh, I agree. It'd be fascinating to see how these two guys that utilize their speed so well and their puck handling to get and weave in and out of multiple defenders. So it's going to be fascinating to watch.
Cal controlling the pace of play so far. Here's Lusk with it. Holds on to it for a second and then feeds it all the way in. It's going to go past Smith. They're going to say no icing. And back out it quickly into the neutral zone. I don't know that Eastern's gotten a shot off on nets yet as we tick past the 5.5 minute mark.
I don't think they have, if I'm being completely honest. And if you're an Eastern fan, you want to see them be able to at least try and clog up this neutral zone, because Cal is having their way in these first 5 minutes and change in the neutral zone so far.
Well, they'll have an opportunity here as the puck heads back down to the other side of the ice with just under 6 minutes gone in this first period. Game 2 last night, a heartbreaker, or game 1 last night. Jeez, it's been a long weekend, but game 1 last night, a heartbreaker for Eastern Washington as they gave up a penalty shot with just over 3 minutes to play, and that was really what decided the game last night. Cal ending up getting a late open net goal as well to bring the final scoreline to 6-4. But the Eagles are hungry tonight. They're on a bit of a losing streak. Haven't won in several weeks. So they really want to come out here and earn at least 1 point, but they'd really like to take away both points from this contest tonight.
Well, near turnover there by Flurko. Great last-second adjustment there, as it's picked up and passed out by Challoner. And the Bears regroup there. It's going to be fascinating to see how we try to make adjustments. Usually for us, Saturdays are not as good as our Friday game, so we're hoping for that trend to not continue. So
that
Just
one
based
will
off
be
of
icing.
statistically.
Last night, they Eastern held themselves well in the second period. It's been a problem area. And after Reed Kaiser's double minor at the end of the first period, Eastern cleaned up their penalties. They took one more penalty for the rest of the game. But the story last night was special teams. Cal getting 4 goals on the special teams, plus a penalty shot and an empty netter. So scoring 6 goals, none of them at full strength. Eastern able to get a couple of full strength goals, a shorthanded goal, and a power play goal last night. So as we say all the time, here comes Mitch Hunt. He's got Chorlian. He's going to take a shot, find the twine, and put Eastern Washington up by 1 early in this one, just 6:51 into the opening frame.
Great poke check there. Got himself an opportunity, picked up the loose puck, and that wrister was flying past Adrian, beat him on the stick side, right up in the top shelf. Great start for the Eagles, up 1-0.
And if you're Eastern Washington looking to come out of here with a big win tonight against the current leader in the PAC8, then that's the way to do it. You score early, get on the board, and really that's Eastern's only their second real opportunity on offense. So that bodes well for them moving forward. A delayed penalty coming against Eastern Washington now.
And this is the one thing that we can't be having as if you're an Eagle fan. As soon as I know we say it a lot on air, is like as soon as we get that momentum, it feels like somehow we're always a man down right after that. We can't kill that momentum. So got to get this penalty kill done if you're an Eastern Eagle.
So Eastern going to go on the penalty kill here. Blaine, did you catch who was in the box?
I cannot tell from here who's in the box now.
So 7:15 of the first period, Eastern on the penalty kill. This one pokes away off of the face mask of Florco. Lusk doing everything he can to get it out, but that puck stopped cold just in front of the blue line. Bears able to keep it in the zone. Schum with it now along the low wall. He finds a man down low just past his stick. And Eastern cleaning it up. The captain, Dinwoody, pushing that over. And now Smith going to have to give chase. Looking to be the first one of the puck. Trying to play the puck instead of the body. Smith trying to push it back up top, but the Bears going to come away with it with 1:22 left on the power play. And look to set something up from their own end of the ice.
And like you said, Tyler, Cal was potent in special teams. So this is a huge opportunity for the Eagles to shut the door on them early and honestly kind of get themselves on a mentally saying that, hey, we can shut these guys down on the power play.
Well, and momentum is a real thing in college hockey. And if Eastern Washington is able to score a goal and then hold Cal off the board on the power play, that'll do a lot for their confidence moving through the rest of this game. 45 seconds left on the power play.
And great glove save there by Carew. Right on top of it. Was able to see it. Snared that one. But you're right, Tyler. This in college hockey, the game, you could be down a couple and within seconds, you're all knotted up. Momentum swings constantly throughout these games. So this is an early momentum boost for the Eagles if we can get through this penalty kill.
Well, we saw it earlier today in the PAC8 in Southern California when USC was down 3-1 after the first period to UC San Diego and came back to win 6-5 in overtime. Good opportunity for the Bears there. Goes just by the wayside. And we have a stoppage. We'll see for what. And it looks like the Bears going to give up their power play opportunity as heading to the bench is their captain, Jake Sitak.
And Sitak was the one who had that golden opportunity with that pass there. His shot goes wide, loses his stick there, and releases a little bit of frustration out there on Eastern.
So with 8:47 to go, Sitak taking a 2-minute timeout So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for the next 28 seconds and then a minute 32 of power play time for the Eastern Washington Eagles. Eagles not letting the Bears come through cleanly. That pass just past Mac Turney. Near side, shot into the chest of Brendan Carew.
And that was tight. That was a tight call that could have easily been an offside, it looked like, from that angle. But this open ice will definitely favor Cal's speed here. So Eastern just got to weather the storm for a little bit longer and then be able to create an opportunity for themselves on their power play opportunity.
Kaiser wisely trying to kill off some of the clock and a big dump down the ice. Chorley going to pick it up for the Bears, but 5 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. And now Eastern Washington on the power play as they take control heading in the other direction. Kaiser, that one wings off the end of his stick into the corner. Dinwoody loses a skate, able to stick with the play. Kaiser now working on some defensive moves, able to take the puck away. Hunt looking for his second goal of the game. That one's turned away by Adrian, sent along the wall. Kaiser can't get there. Cal going to get a wholesale line change on.
Looked like Kaiser maybe had an opportunity to feed Best there out in the slot. Would have loved to seen him make that extra pass there.
That one turned over right to Best. He's looking to make a move, turn the corner towards the goal mouth. Can't do so. 45 seconds left on the power play. Over to Hunt up top. Speeding Kaiser on the far side. Thinking about it. Gives it to Hunt. One-timer. Tipped out front. And blocked right back to him. Now Kaiser going to have to chase it all the way back into his own end. Some heavy pressure there from the Bears. 30 seconds left on the power play as Carew comes out into the corner. He's going to hold it off for Florco. Looks over the ice. Has a man coming in. That's who's going to pick up the puck. As Wells mishandles it just a little bit. A turnover now for Eastern Washington. A chance for the Bears and set right back down after that shot by Lou. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Eastern Washington going to try and get it down the ice one more time. Here come the Eagles. This ahead to Best to his skate. Best still shot taken, deflected right out front. Nobody there in a red uniform. Back to full strength hockey, but the Cal Bears still kind of in that post power play hangover where they've still got some tired skates out on the ice.
And Brendan Carew already on his head right now. Turnover there. SeaTac's shot deflected out of play.
Eastern a little careless with the puck in their own end here in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Survived the power play or the penalty kill and then tried to score on the power play but couldn't get it out of their own end. A couple of turnovers there towards the blue line.
And that's what you don't want to see. You don't want to see that carelessness. Even if you just switch your head off for a second, that's where you get punished. So got to be locked in on all those little things, even though it was up to full strength and you thought Cal was a little tired. They had a great opportunity there.
Cal taking it back towards their own end. This one pushed ahead, taken away by Smith. Former Tacoma Rocket brings it towards the near side wall, and he's going to draw a penalty. And good work by the true freshman, Sean Smith, coming across the line and causing some havoc for the Bears as they're going to head to the box for a second time this period. And it's a hook. It's going to be charged.
91's heading in
to Podelnik. So Podelnik going to pick up a charge.
Great opportunity here for the Eagles to stretch their lead. So,
and here come the Bears the other direction. They did this a few times last night. Weren't able to come away with a shorthanded goal. And there's the body that we talked about from Eastern Washington. As that time it was Lou that was knocked off of the puck. Speed now between a couple of defenders by Kaiser. That one up into the air and then slapped right down. Lou couldn't hold on to it. He's going to head to the bench. Eastern going to reset in their own end with 1:30 left on the power play.
And if you're the Eagles here, regroup, set up the offense, try and make sure that you've got the right play coming in here to get themselves an opportunity down here in the Cal zone.
And Eastern in no hurry to get that out of their own end. And now Hunt keeps it in. Bouncing puck slapped out of the air in the crease. Good heady play there by
27. Who do you got
the
there?
Cal Bears defenseman, Ethan Shepley.
Oh, great play there. That was creeping in. That had
Florko pushes that behind the netminder through the blue paint.
And you see Adrian a little shaky so far, unable to really cover up the puck after he's making that initial save. It's really flashing out in front. So these are some great opportunities for the Eagles to maybe start crashing the net.
Eastern really does need to plant somebody right at the top of that blue paint, screen him just a little bit, but really just be there for the rebounds, because he doesn't seem to be able to hold on to that when the shots come through traffic. He gets in front of them, but it's really just with whatever body part he can at the moment. Now 27 seconds left on the power play.
Got to win this face-off here if you're the Eagles or if you're the Bears to be able to get them sent down out of the zone. Just like that. Great face-off win by the Bears. Dumps it down. Able to kill about 10 seconds there.
And that was a struggle for Eastern Washington last night. That's how the Eagles gave up that empty net goal, is they lost a face-off at center ice, kicked right back to the defenseman, and he just sent it 125 feet the other direction. Still 18 seconds left on the power play. The Eagles going to look to win this, and they do. Now trying to play it ahead. Out into the neutral zone. Calling for it was Stevenson. Smith going to chase it with him into the corner. Tierney waiting for it at the slot. Shot taken, and I'm not sure how Adrian saw that flying through the air, but he holds on to that with just 2 clicks remaining on the penalty.
And it was more of his own teammate there blocking him out more than anything. It wasn't an Eastern guy getting there, but we did throw somebody out in front, but the Cal defender honestly blocked him out there, so that was great. Great save there by Adrian. But that's what you want to see. We want to be able to see that guy get out in front. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we see an adjustment of flooding maybe an extra guy down there just to really block out that line of sight.
Hofacker tied up on the center dot by Karlitz. The Eagles not able to hold it in, and sending it back in is Ryan Carew. Carew again tries to push it ahead. Able to keep the puck from crossing that blue paint. That time has to back up just a little bit and then gets leveled, and that's going to send another Cal Bear to the penalty box. This time it is Charles Brigham. So again, the Bears shooting themselves in the foot here. Eastern not able to take advantage of anything yet.
And that's a frustration penalty right there, Tyler. They're getting dominated in the neutral zone, something that they were controlling early on. They can't get out of their own end. A little bit of a frustration check there by the Golden Bears. Let's leave for 2 minutes. Another opportunity early on for the Eagles.
So 6:07 left in this opening period. The Eagles leading by 1 over the PAC8, leading California Golden Bears. Chorlian put into the boards hard by Florko. 3 Eagles there to pick the puck out. Best able to get it back to Kaiser. He's going to feed it back down the wall just past Florko. Chorlian going to go to the far side wisely. Hunt not able to hold that in, so it's going to skitter all the way back to Brendan Carew. Kaiser holds it up behind the net.
But one thing you have to be a little bit cautious of if you're the Eagles, Patrick Liu, every time there he is stretching that neutral zone, looking for that stretch pass, be able to get a potential shorthanded opportunity.
And Best was going to beat that out, and the officials blowing the whistle for icing. So we will send that back down towards the Eastern Washington end of the ice. The Eagles bench very unhappy with that call.
They were just inviting the referees out for a lovely evening afterwards. That's all.
I mean, I'd say they were going to Barrel House, but no Barrel House in this neck of the woods.
If only there was some Barrel House.
Puck on the far side for the Eagles. Now bring it up the center. Kaiser calmly stick handling. Now turns on the Jets. Has it knocked away, looks back, sees Hunt waiting for him at the top point. Hunt fires a shot, top shelf, twine tickler.
Great opportunity there. Didn't look like Adrian saw it whatsoever. Lovely little wrister up by the blue line. Almost like a pass shot there. Adrian blocked out. Goes right past him. Hunt's got his second.
Just like that, Eastern Washington up by 2 with a power play goal from Mitch Hunt, his second of the contest. Both goals for Mitch coming from distance today. He must see something in Adrian from that distance that he's able to take advantage of. Right now, the Eagles reaping the rewards of that. The 2-0 lead.
I'm just going to be honest, Tyler. Adrian just does not look comfortable back there really at all so far in this first period. He really just needs to settle down, get his bearings a little bit, and be able to figure out and feel his way back into this game. But sooner rather than later, though, as Eastern's already up 2-0. And that's one thing that's actually fascinating, though, because Cal is such an offensive-minded unit that usually for them, great offense is a good defense for them, that they just want to be able to attack. And they've kind of been caught a little off-handed there as that was an opportunity out in front that goes wide.
Well, I think everybody's attention at that point. Now some pushing and shoving after the play. Kaiser again into that. The officials just kind of standing by at the moment and just kind of watching. This is an odd sequence of events.
And that was Chorlian and Kaiser in that little scuffle there.
And OC.
That's again, like I said, Cal has really showed frustration throughout this entire period, and that was another frustration getting seeped out there.
And this is not a position that they're used to being in. 9-4 in the PAC8 this season.
As it is Chorlian heading into the box.
So Chorlian going to take a break and put the Eagles back on the power play. So just before that play, it looked like
Kaiser's wrister went on Adrian there, and he kind of got a little tight.
Yes.
I think the Cal Bears weren't overly pleased with the little shower that he
bit.
gave Adrian, but
well, and I think it all kind of started at the beginning of that play as Thor OC tried to put Kaiser into the Cal Bears bench and ended up there himself. And that frustration seemed to carry over back behind the net. And we'll see what these conversations are here.
And usually when there's a discussion this long, they're contemplating
extra minutes
and a potential maybe even an ejection. Like when there's a huddle like this, they are still really weighing every option in the book here.
And when we saw yesterday, Reed Kaiser ended up a little bit of a boneheaded move at the end of the first period last night. Now it seems to be Cal's turn. We'll see what shakes out of this. It was a double minor for Eastern that Cal was able to add one tally off of last night. The officials going over to the other box. And we'll see what conversations they're having with the head coach of the Cal Bears. It's been an exciting weekend here in Oakland already. Some great games. Eastern's first year in the PAC8 conference. They made it to Lake Tahoe, and it looks like just 2 minutes on the board for Chorlian. They made it to Lake Tahoe for the PAC8 championship. And
Kaiser's in there as well, Tyler.
So we'll see if Kaiser is going to get 2 minutes as well. It looks like they're going to say 4-on-4. But Eastern won their first game of that tournament and then lost in overtime in a heartbreaker to the Cal Bears. So some history for this team in pivotal PAC8 games. And it looks like both players going to get 2 minutes at Chorley and an extra 2 for his conversation with Kaiser behind the net.
Trying to think. I saw 22 also go take a seat in the box with Chorley.
So that should be for just a second player serving that the additional 2 minutes.
Correct. I don't know.
Now Kaiser with 2 minutes on the board. So we're going to stay at 4 or
4-on-4.
No, there's 5.
Is it a 5-on? It's
There's
a power
5
play.
on 4. Eastern definitely on the power play out there, but the scoreboard not reflecting that.
It doesn't help that the scoreboard only showcases that they can have one player up there.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, 5-on-4 power play opportunity here for the Eagles as Cal has an extra man in the box here in this. As Lusk has it behind his own net and he brings it back out into the neutral zone.
Lusk just going to fire that in as soon as he gets across the center stripe. Looking to use his body there and had to deflect at just the last minute. Tierney not able to keep it in. And here come the Bears. 1:14 left on the power play.
And if you're a Cal Bear, you have to hold this and really get a full penalty kill in here. Eastern has all the momentum. You're showcasing frustration. If you're the Cal coaching staff, you need to try and find something out of this period that can show you like a glimpse going into potentially the intermission that's saying, hey, we're doing this extremely well. Because it's been all Eastern after those first couple minutes.
Yeah, Cal came out strong, I think, kind of riding some of the emotion of that win last night. And it carried them through the first 5 or 6 minutes. But once Eastern got on the board, the Eagles have really kind of taken off. It hasn't helped that the Bears can't stay out of the box tonight. That wasn't a problem they were having last night. But so far, 1 for 2 on the power play with a third underway.
A lot of a much more choppier game than what unfolded last night.
So the official looking to have a conversation here. And they take Reed Kaiser's penalty off of the board because, of course, he can't come out of the box in 44 seconds when his penalty expires because there's already 5 players out there. So he'll come out at the next stoppage after that.
Hunt going for his hattie right there.
He was looking for it.
We don't have hats, Tyler. How are we going to get that onto the ice? What are we going to do? If he gets one.
A lonely beanie in the stands in front of us. We'll see what we can do. And Mitch Hunt now taking it goal mouth, bounces right back towards him. He had overskated it at that point, but Hunt hungry for a third goal here in the first period.
Oh, he's the best player out there right now. He is flying around this rink.
Eastern leaving that one up. A little bit of trickery there as Hunt now going to take it parallel to the blue line. Fires a shot, and that one deflected up and into the netting. Heads up play there by the 5th-year senior Mitch Hunt as he saw Challoner coming across that blue line and chose at the last second to go parallel instead of coming across and taking that offside call.
Yeah, love smart-headed play there just to be able to present an opportunity for Hunt by being able to stay onside there. But you can see it. Hunt's feeling it out there.
2:10 left in this opening period. Cal back on full strength here. So the only player left in the box is Chorlian serving the additional 2 minutes for his conversation with Kaiser behind the net. Wells doing a good job of shielding the puck there. Flood able to get it out into the neutral zone. Asa using his body, giving his team a chance to head back the other direction. Slapped out of the air. Should have been a high stick, and that will be against the Cal Golden Bears. Looks like that one off of the stick of Brian Fawn.
Mr. Voice of Eastern Hockey. You got to love what we're seeing out here by the Eagles, right?
Oh, fantastic showing for Eastern Washington. This is a team that Gary and I have been talking about all season. It's getting better every time they hit the ice together. And we're finally starting to see some of this gel. The line combination of Best, Hunt, and Kaiser has been pretty much unstoppable here in Oakland. And through this first period again today, we're seeing the same thing. 1.5 minutes left to play before the first break.
And that's been a great adjustment that's been made by coaches Brad Baker and Jay Oyen by making that subtle change for this weekend, switching up some of these lines.
It'll be interesting to see kind of what they do after the break. This, of course, the last game before winter break. This is actually Cal's final PAC8 game of the season overall. Another player heading to the box. Let's see which team
Looks like it's
going
an
to take
Eastern
a timeout.
penalty here.
And it looks like you are right. Actually,
Maybe not. Nope.
the door is open, but I don't think Eastern realizes they have a penalty. And now we do.
Looks
It looks
Thompson.
like it's Thompson.
Thompson for a trip, it looks like.
That penalty coming 19:02 of the first period. Trying to get the game over with already.
Hey, it's been a long weekend for us. You know, sometimes it all just clicks that we think we're going home already.
Early flight for the boys tomorrow, 8:55 out of Oakland. Not nearly as early as the flight Friday morning, where the Eagles got to the airport at 3:30 a.m. The horn sounds with 40.5 left.
And I'll take the blame for that as the club sports guy.
For sounding the horn with 40 seconds left?
No, for the flights.
Okay. So 40.5 left. As
I'll take the blame for the horn too. You know, I was thinking it. I was already thinking the period was over, and it just so happened that they were thinking the exact same thing.
The scoreboard was right there with you. And another stoppage here. A little bit of call it hectic play here in the last couple of seconds.
Now for Eastern, just weather the storm here. If you're a Cal Bear, you really want to be able to convert this opportunity, but with only 30 seconds remaining on this power play.
And the Bears going to come down the ice. They're not going to wait for the second period. Slapped out of the air. That one up high again, so Chorlian going to touch it. Actually, that's not Chorlian. That is Lou. Looked to me like a high stick, but the Bears still going to hold on to it. Cal going to have about a minute of power play time to start the second period here at the Oakland Ice Center, but it's the Eastern Washington Eagles that are going to take a 2-0 lead into the locker room against the number one team in the PAC8. We're going to step away. We'll be back with the second period here from Oakland. Friends and family, welcome back to the Oakland Ice Center, where the visiting Eastern Washington University Eagles have taken a 2-0 lead into the first break here at the Oakland Ice Center, ready for period 2. Both of those goals coming off of fifth-year leader, senior, guy that's been around the program for quite a few years, Mitch Hunt. Eastern going to start this period on the penalty kill for 1 minute and 2 seconds, as Thompson going to wait out the rest of his late first period tripping minor. So the Eagles 4 skaters out on the ice. For the Bears, they've got 5. Eastern winning that opening faceoff. Getting the puck back to Dinwiddie. Fresh ice out there into the neutral zone. And that'll be a hand pass. Came right off of the hand of a Cal Golden Bear and right to the stick of another one. My name's Tyler Pisani, joined on and off tonight by Blaine Spencer, his final game for Eastern Washington University. Face off now, glove side of the California Golden Bears goal. Bears controlling it. C-Tac with it. And Blaine Spencer back here saving us from absolute ruin as an errant water bottle flies across the table.
Well, you know, we're just spewing garbage out here now. Just kidding.
One of us may have left the lid off.
Well,
but crisis averted.
Well, you know, Tyler, like, I'm usually your alternate play-by-play guy. This is really like weird being the color guy right now.
This is fun.
This is not like my normal thing. I'm ready for us to like just start talking over each other at some point, like that. We're just doing a mimicking.
We've done good so far. 40 minutes of hockey. A miss there by C-Tac, and the Eagles out of the box. Back to 5-a-side hockey here in the Bay Area. Bears holding onto the puck behind their own net. Sending it down the ice now across the blue line. Out into the center. An opportunity for Brigham. And another opportunity on the far side. Shot taken by the Bears, and it's going to go back the other direction. Stevenson has it taken off of his stick. Lusk was there, but puck just a bit in front of him. So now Dolan going to set it down the ice. Brigham has it in the corner, circles back, trying to get it goal mouth. There's a Cal Bear player waiting right at the top of the crease. Some stick fighting going, looking to screen the netminder, and Eric's doing a good job of pushing him back off away from the goal. Wraparound opportunity there by the Bears.
Just like that first period, Cal really trying to apply some early pressure, trying to get a quick goal. They've already implemented a couple of stretch passes, which is something that we didn't see in that first period. Looks like that's a potential adjustment they've already tried to incorporate.
See lots of open ice in that neutral zone, and that's kind of the way Eastern plays. They play on the outsides of the blue line, both on offense and defense.
No, I agree. They really want to make it open, flowing hockey. And that would honestly, that's something that would be to Cal's favor as Challoner brings it back the other way. Opportunity out in front. Last second poke check there as that shot goes wide by Hofacker.
Caleb Challoner, one of the players from Tacoma, along with Sean Smith and Joel Lusk, that have been
the triad, the TT, Tacoma triad.
Exactly. They've been incredible this year for freshmen. Working together, learning, growing, and penalty coming against the Eagles as going all the way down the ice is Adrian right before the whistle blows.
Thompson heading back in for a second lovely visit tonight into the box.
Sometimes you just find a penalty box that you really like, There's lots of cool people in there, and you just want to hang out there for a little while. I think
They
that's
gotta
where
have,
Thompson's
they
at.
gotta have some cushion seats in there. I think that's what it is.
Some extra padding on the benches.
Oh, without question.
So the Bears on a power play again. The Eagles playing with fire. Their third penalty of the contest. And now an opportunity for Kaiser heading the other way. Adrian out of his net. Kaiser able to touch up the puck first, but not able to hold on to it. The Bears going to try and build up out of the neutral zone. Jorlian near side to SeaTac. Gonna push that up slightly to Storr, who carries it in, goes across to the far side, where Fawn picks it up top to Jorlian. Shot fired from the left side by SeaTac. Kaiser gets that one tied up into his midsection. And another stoppage here.
That was an offsides call there for Kaiser as he was carrying the puck with him. Cal wins the faceoff there. Opportunity here for the Golden Bears. We thought the power play was going to be their opportunity to potentially get back into this game, but Eastern really trying to flood that neutral zone, not giving them an opportunity as they come in the other way right now. That's going to be an offsides call by the Golden Bears.
And that a gutty play there by the Bears. I didn't see who carried that puck in, but that shot was taken very clearly after the whistle. And lots of times, that's a good way to have a conversation with the player of the other team. And not one that you're going to enjoy, most likely.
No, that's a save that Carew definitely didn't want to make at that point, because he was definitely caught off guard there. But as we've mentioned kind of throughout this game so far, that another frustration type release by the Cal Bears. So they really need to settle themselves down if they really want to be able to get themselves back into this one. Just under 20 seconds remaining on their power play here. But if you're an Eastern Eagle, you are loving this as they are fully in command right now based off of how these first period and some change is gone.
Well, and Thompson finally out of the box as the Eastern fans in the comments trying to plan on what he needs to take next. Snacks, a couch, who knows? The Bears.
I mean, if he's bringing snacks, I want some too. I'm going to go hang out with him down there at this point.
Well, I think if he had it his way, he probably wouldn't head back there, at least not anytime soon. He's seen enough of the ice from inside of that glass case of emotion over
Tyler,
there.
we don't know what kind of snacks they got down in there, though.
It's true. Maybe a goal, a little snack time break. You never know what's coming next. Under 15 to play in this second period. Puck out into the neutral zone again as Jorlian going to circle back. Slap straight down.
And Eastern's really contained Jorlian tonight. Usually as sometimes a facilitator up by the blue line for their offensive attack as the defenseman. He has not really gotten himself into this game whatsoever. You got to give major kudos to Eastern for that.
Back out on the ice again for the Eagles is that top line of Kaiser, Best, and Hunt. And you see it again already. Just that ferocious forecheck by the Eagles, forcing Cal to really be deliberate with their passes. See Jorlian going across. Now back to Jorlian on the near side. He's spun around right at the blue line by his counterpart, number 4, Reed Kaiser. Mitch Hunt loses his stick as it's sent flying towards the center of the zone. Kaiser now looking to get one of his own. Bounces in and out of the glove of Adrian. Now with some speed heading down the far side there to pick it up. It looked like was Lane Carlitz, but they're just a little bit too late. As we saw that call go the other way against the Eagles in the first period. And A makeup call here in a second. Everybody should feel good about that one now.
Hey, at least they're calling it the same way, both ways. This is all you want. If consistency, right, from the officiating standpoint. If you're going to make that type of call, you want to see it both ways, and we've seen that so far tonight. So
there's a mark of a good officiating crew. A 3-man crew or 3 official crew here in Oakland.
And those are difficult. Those are difficult, trying to make sure you're in the correct positioning, stuff like that.
Well, typically you see 1 referee, 2 linesmen in a 3-person system. But here they go with 2 referees and 1 linesman. The offsides call is a little bit less precise, I would say, in a system like this. It's just something that as a player you have to be aware of.
And that almost feels like maybe that you had a 4-man crew potentially even set up.
And
maybe
here comes
your
Eastern
second
Washington. Kaiser and Hunt. Hunt floats it over to Kaiser. Kaiser sauce receives it, tried to backhand it right inside that near post. And
went to his calling card move, unable to convert.
Kaiser with it again now, trying to take it into the corner. Not able to hold on to it. And a high dump into the neutral zone as Kaiser heads back to the bench. But that's where the puck is headed. Nifty behind the back pass there by the Bears. Behind the play, Cheney was down. Now stretch pass ahead to Stevenson. Deuce leaves it up, touches it up just back out into the corner. Smith bites on that fake pass, and the Bears have the far side of the ice open to bring it out into the neutral zone.
Cal just looks a half a step behind right now in comparison to what we saw last night. Eastern's really been able to dictate, almost kind of beating Cal at their own game, utilizing some speed opportunities, some stretch passes as Cal's coming back the other way right now.
And Eastern Washington looking a little bit frustrated out there in this second period as some late hits kind of right at the end of the play, some extra arms up. Puck pushed away and not far enough by Thompson. But Tierney picks it up and just floats it back out into the neutral zone. So the Bears going to have to reset. And you're right. The Bears looking for that stretch pass. They've got a pretty set system where it comes from one side of the neutral zone all the way across to the other side. But the Bears don't seem to be looking up when they're making that pass because that's the second or third that's gone across the zone and the player's still been at the center stripe.
No, that's a good eye there, Tyler. They're really looking for that. So I feel like that's something that after losing the neutral zone so much, they're trying to combat that by trying to beat Eastern into their own end at this point with that stretch pass opportunity.
Looking to rim it around. Picking it up was Schum. Now Brigham sends it in off of the leg pads of Carew. And again, for the second time tonight, clearance from the Bears up into their own bench.
They're just trying to keep their own teams locked in. Head on a swivel out over there.
Always be ready. So 10:52 to play in the second period. Eagles up by 2.
Have you seen Deschler out there for Cal? I have not seen him whatsoever tonight.
He is on the lineup sheet. But a couple of players on the lineup sheet tonight doesn't look like they're out there playing. One of them, Nolan McMahon, who played with Mac Tierney, who grew up in the area.
Tierney, Flood, Best, all have some California Bay Area roots. You know, they want to get at least one of these games.
And now an opportunity for Kaiser. He's all alone ahead. He's going to go forehand. Look for that backhand. Goes between the legs and into the net. What an absolute stunner by Reed Kaiser. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
That music to my ears right there, Tyler. Sports Center Top 10. We need to send that in tonight, right now. We can get a recording on that. That was something special to behold.
Somebody wants to go back on YouTube and clip out that that clip. We don't have all of our equipment here in California, but clip that out. Tag ESPN on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you want to put it. That a highlight reel goal by Reed Kaiser coming 11:45 of the second period, putting the Eagles up by triple.
That was a hashtag SportsCenter top 10. What he did with that puck was something magical to behold. Adrian had no clue where that puck was. It was passing before he even realized.
Well, and I don't know that anybody really understood what Kaiser was doing until it actually
I thought the
happened.
opportunity was missed. I thought he had lost the puck, and he did something that I would not have seen.
No.
There was another opportunity right out in front there, saved there by Adrian.
Now here comes Eastern Washington. Challoner onto the far side. He's got Hofacker in the center. He decides to put that shot on net. Challoner with it again. Tries to feed it out front to Thompson. Can't get enough of it. Now Hofacker having to chase it over into the corner. He's planted into the far boards. 9:14 left to play in this second period.
And you got to be worried if you're a Cal Golden Bear fan. They're just look out of sorts tonight.
It looks like they're going to send both players to the box after the extracurriculars behind the net. So that'll be Hofacker for Eastern Washington. And it looks like that's Nicholas Dahl in the box for the Bears.
And from an Eagles perspective, you got to be starting to smell some blood there. You got to smell blood. You got to take advantage of it right now and honestly put this game to bed right now. Because they're feeling it, the Eagles are, in comparison to what Cal's seeing out there on the ice. Centering pass there by Hunt. Goes begging. No one there.
So down the ice, just wide of the net for the Bears.
Great hold-up play by Wells. Unfortunately, Kaiser slipped there, unable to get to the puck. Bears beat him there. Picked up by Kaiser as he brings it around with speed.
He's going to draw a penalty here as he was tied up by the Golden Bears. So again, Eastern going to head to the power play this time, courtesy of Thor Osi. This penalty coming 11:48.
42.
42, thank you. Math is not my strong suit.
It's okay. We're all still learning, you know. But 4-on-3.
Lots of open ice out there. Eastern Washington has been phenomenal this year, shorthanded, but they've also had their troubles playing against just three skaters on the other team, be it in these 4-on-3 situations or 5-on-3 situations, or even the 3 overtime games that they've played this year.
And I feel like that sometimes the triangle throws them off a little bit. It's a different look than the traditional square, rectangle, however you guys want to call it, right? But the triangle, if you're staying put, and this is actually a unique component of what Cal does, they actually flooded us, both guys down there, kind of honestly not staying in a triangle there. That was something that's been different for us so far this year, the triangle, with teams staying put, not cheating and chasing the puck.
Now Florco going to attack the point of that triangle, take it over into the corner, passes it up top to Dinwiddie. Far side, shot taken, kicked away as Lusk was turned aside. SeaTac going to send that back down the ice. 15 seconds left on the 4-on-3. Eastern going to get one more rush down the ice with the 4-on-3. Then they'll have a 5-on-4 for the remaining 45 seconds. Kaiser on the far side. He scored the last goal. That one taken off of his stick. And now the Bears wanting to send a souvenir to the Eastern Washington bench. Equal distribution.
Jose Mendoza, our AT, head on a swivel out there. Dodged that one last second. Shout out to him. He does a great job for the lads.
And a huge shout out to, I believe that's Hai Kai, who clipped out the goal for us and is sending it to us on Instagram. We'll see if we can get that posted. We'll use it as a highlight here in the third period, hopefully. Puck sent ahead. Carew out of his net as the Eagles still on the power play. 25 seconds remaining on that man advantage. Cal doing a good job of killing off the clock as much as they can and still getting a shot off. Wells circling back towards his own net with a 3-goal lead here. No reason to take chances. Slow the game down a little bit if you're Eastern Washington. Stretch pass ahead to Tierney. It's pushed off into the center of the ice. Pushed ahead by Best and into the neutral zone. Back to 5-a-side hockey. But the Eagles still in control. Big hit on the far side. Kaiser sent spinning down to the ice. Now a shot in and out of the glove of Carew. Safely turned aside. And the body's flying around here, and it looks like the officials trying to keep everybody a little sane and safe out there.
Cal right back into the box once again. They have not been able to stay out of the penalty box at all tonight.
This penalty 14:06 of the second period. And looks like that's Osi again. His job out there, just go out there and hit people. He's trying to disrupt the offense for Eastern Washington. And currently it's led to back-to-back power play chances for the team from Cheney.
The snacks must be over there, I'm telling you. Because now he's been in there multiple times. That's not a correlation. I'm telling you, Tyler.
You got to go once.
There's
find out
signs.
About Hunt from the far side tried to feed it near side to Smith. So that's Lusk on the far side.
But here for the Eagles, you want to be methodical. You want to be able to set up a couple of really good opportunities out in front to really test Adrian. And you really want to flood the net because he has been spilling a lot of his shots. He hasn't been able to corral them on that first attempt. So get yourself a great opportunity here. Smith brings it around.
He feeds it back down now to his own man, back up to the point to Smith. Lusk on the far side into the midsection of Adrian with 5:04 to play in the second. 1:10 left on the power play.
And as I say it, he smothers it. No, I don't know. I'm not on it tonight.
Predicting the future here, or I guess the anti-future. We talk about it, and then
I thought the magic
like
8 ball that I brought
us
with me, and I'm shaking it as we're going along here. I thought it would work.
Face-off won by the Eagles, but Dinwiddie not able to hold it in, so he's got to chase it all the way back towards Carew. 1:06 left on the power play. Carew sends it over to the far side. Wells picks it up, circles back behind the cage. And the Eagles looking to break out now, building up into center ice where Hofacker has it. He picks it up with his backhand, looking to go goal mouth. Shoots that one, and the net is kicked off of its moorings again with 49 seconds left on the power play. 4:43 left in the second frame.
That was a lovely little move there by Hofacker to even give himself that backhand opportunity. It looked like the angle was nowhere to be found.
I think they're seeing the same thing you are playing. Get that puck on the net, and it's more than likely going to bounce back out front somewhere. Thompson feeds it off to the far side. Now back up top to Tierney. Tierney near side to Wells. Wells thinks about it. Goes down low. Looking out front for Thompson. He can't corral it. Now Wells, easy pass over to the far side. To Tierney, who takes a shot, floats it just over the top of the cage. Hofacker looking for that wraparound. Instead, he's going to go to the far side. Now back to Tierney, who takes that shot, kicked away on its way. And now Schum right into the midsection of an Eastern Eagle. 15 seconds left on the man advantage. Hofacker use his speed across the blue line. Thinks about the shot. Finally gets that off. Sticked away into the corner by the netminder.
Would have loved to see that be a pass there, flash it right across the crease. It looked like Thompson potentially had a backdoor opportunity there.
And back to five-a-side hockey as the Bears able to kill off that penalty. But now here comes Challoner. He takes a shot, wings it right into the midsection of the Golden Bears netminder as we return to 5-on-5 with 3:41 left to play in the second session here in Oakland. This game much different than last night. But the big difference is Eastern Washington staying out of the box for the most part. Just 3 penalties through the first almost 2 periods. Lusk wings that one off the side of the cage. Now Cortez pushing and shoving with Aiden in net. Pass out front. Good heads-up play by Brian Cortez. Carew almost loses that one 5-hole. Now some pushing and shoving. Carew coming out of his net. He gets pushed back. Carew not afraid to stand up for himself. Having a little conversation with the zebra in the corner. So many possible animal metaphors here, Blaine, and we haven't made a single one all weekend about the cats and the birds and the zebras, and I am proud of us.
You know, we've kept it very monotone, very professional this weekend. You know,
part of that is because I don't know that I can get any more excited with my voice this weekend. Kaiser down the ice.
Oh,
just a bit too strong from Mitch, but now Kaiser going to try and pick it up and just rocket it. A quick snapshot from just a few feet in front of the goal. Hunt kicks that one towards the mouth of the goal, then looks to use his body. 3 minutes left in the second session. Hunt on the right side. That one sticked up into the glass.
Cal brings it in with some speed. Their shot goes wide there.
Fawn, a good look at that one and just couldn't get enough on it to put it in the right direction. Through the crease again. Tipped right out front by Karlitz. And here's Eastern throwing the body again. Florco pinning his man up against the wall and then picking up the puck. Pushed ahead to Burbank. He's going to chase it back behind the net. Tries to feed it out front, but all 5 red jerseys in between the face-off circles. And a good stick there by Best as he's going to send it down the ice. Heading back the other way now are the Bears, gaining the blue line. And then kicked away by Carew again. The Bears getting offensive here in the final 4 minutes of this period. Shot taken, kicked just wide of the net by Carew. I think Carew almost thought that maybe that one had gone inside of the post.
Oh, he had no idea where that puck went after he made that initial save. But his head's on a swivel. He's playing fundamentally sound. His positioning in net right now has been absolutely phenomenal. And you can see some urgency by Cal, like you said, trying to really flood here. It almost feels like that they have to get one before the second period, going into the third, to give them any sort of life.
Well, it's tough to come back from a 3-0 deficit with only 20 minutes. And who's going to get sent to the box here? There's a couple of players slapping sticks around in the corner. And it's going to go to the Cal Bear end of the ice.
As the clock continues to run for, I have no idea why. Oh, there they got it. Good 20 seconds of some time shaving there.
If you're the Eagles, I don't think...
we're not complaining, but, you know.
And it looks like they're not going to send an Eagle to the box. So another power play opportunity for the Eastern Washington Eagles.
And that's been the calling card all night for Cal. They just have had frustration penalties throughout this one.
And Eastern getting under their skin. We talked about it. It looked like Eastern was looking a little bit frustrated as well, but able to keep themselves out of the box as they now look for a second goal in this period. 2 minutes on the penalty clock, a minute 40 on the game clock. If the Bears are able to hold off for the next minute 40, then the Eagles will start the third period with a 22nd man advantage.
If you're Eastern here, you just want to be able to set up your offense. You don't want to give Cal a short-handed opportunity. You know they're going to be looking for the stretch pass. Be methodical here on this power play. You don't want to be overly aggressive here and give a potential breakaway on the other end.
Well, Cal not looking very aggressive here on this penalty kill at all. They circled it back towards their own net. Really comfortable just sending it down the ice and seeing what they can do. In the second period, it's tough on the penalty kill because you've got to get all the way to the offensive zone before you can get fresh guys onto the ice.
Absolutely. And it just makes it that much more difficult. It almost feels like you have to dump at that point to get any chance of a change.
And that's where they go with it. 40 seconds remaining in the second period here in Cheney. A highlight reel goal, the story of this second period from Reed Kaiser. Mitch Hunt having 2 in the first. Kaiser stick handles a little bit and then puts that one on net from distance. And it's almost like Adrian heard you. Ever since then, he's been holding on to every single puck that comes his way.
He definitely heard me. I'm not gonna lie. He definitely turned, made direct eye contact.
He's got the broadcast on in the helmet.
Oh, without question.
That makes sense.
Who wouldn't? I mean, it's you and me on the call. Like,
he came out in the second period.
If only Gary was here, you know, we have a 3-man crew, it'd be something to behold for sure. But like for Eastern though, able to honestly kind of conquer the second period. That's been our struggle throughout most of our games this year has been the second period. So able to win the second period. What a storyline going into this final frame.
6 seconds left. Hunt going to take the shot from distance. And again, Adrian continuing his hungry hippos impression here in the second period.
That was a good one. I'm not going to lie.
2.6 left on the clock, 22 seconds left on the penalty. So unless a shot goes off here from the faceoff, which Mitch Hunt has been known to do, and that's what he tries to do. So that'll kill off the rest of this period. Eastern going to come out of the locker room. 20 seconds of 5-on-4 to start the third period, already leading 3-0. We'll step away and be back with the exciting conclusion of this PAC8 contest when we return. Friends and family, welcome back to the Oakland Ice Center. Still getting used to bringing the show on the road here. The Eagles leading the University of California Golden Bears out of Berkeley by a score of 3-0 after the first two periods. The Eagles are able to hold on to this and secure at least 1 point from tonight. They will officially lock up their spot in the PAC8 conference tournament. Again, if you want to see that tournament in Cheney, be sure to use the hashtag PAC8 in Cheney on social media. And the power play has expired. My name's Tyler Pisani, joined on and off tonight by Blaine Spencer, who made the announcement tonight during the game that he would be moving on from Eastern after this quarter and heading to the University of Utah, closer to his home. And a nifty move by Smith, looking to get his own highlight reel goal. So if you have a chance to see Blaine, the club sports coordinator for Eastern Washington, be sure to thank him for everything that he's done for the club this year. And an opportunity for the Cal Golden Bears. And hopefully we'll get a chance to see him at the PAC8 tournament, wherever that may be. Puck right out front. The Bears again for the third straight period, coming out aggressive, but nothing to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And a turnaround shot, just as I say that, taken by the Cal Golden Bears. Looks like that shot coming off the stick of Lucas Balin is what I'm being told. That goal just 1 minute, 12 seconds into the third period. And the Bears finally on the board here in Oakland. Bears now again looking to attack quickly. We're seeing the aggressiveness of the California Golden Bears as we start off this third period. Cheney on the far side. He's going to overskate the puck. And Thompson going to clean up the aftermath, putting SeaTac into the wall. Challoner not able to get it out of the zone as it was slapped back right towards him. Now some pushing and shoving in front of the net. As Schum has it, he lays it off to his own man right out front, and Carew able to kick that one over to the far wall. Thompson not able to keep that in. No penalty coming after a big hit on the far side that left Thompson down onto the ice. We'll hope that Sam Thompson's okay after what looked like an uncomfortable hit on the far side. Thank everybody for joining us. Our first road broadcast in the PAC8 in quite some time. Looking back on our replay machine here, the Cal player lost his skates and ended up shin to shin with Thompson on the far side. A broken stick as the referee hands it off to the other Zebra with floaties, and that's going to head to the Eastern Washington bench. And the rest of that stick now, they finally located back behind the goal. So face-off coming on the far side of the ice. 17:22 left to play. The Eagles still with a 2-goal lead over the Cal Bears. Hunt has it up the low wall. He had the first 2 goals of the game in the second period, looking to make it a third. That one bounces back out into the center of the zone. Kaiser trying to slap that one down from the top of the crease. Blaine and I talked about it in the second period as the netminder for the Bears had been a little bit reboundy. in the first 2 periods. And then in the second half of the second period, Matt Adrian was able to hold on to some more of those heavy shots. But it seems like at least so far in this third period, Eastern Washington is able to get those rebounds back out again, but not able to slam any of them home. Another stoppage here as one of the officials has a conversation with the Cal coaches. 16:53, a heavily Eastern Washington crowd here in Oakland. Several players from the Bay Area, their family down here, getting to see them play live for the first time this season. Some of the parents in here, Mac Tierney's, some family for the Carews. And Lusk takes that one away, tries to feed it back towards the goal mouth. Frank Flood's family down here. Had a chance to chat with them a little bit earlier. Everybody having a great week here in Oakland, and the only thing that would make it better for Eastern Washington is being able to take 2 points and a big win away from these Bears tonight. Cal doing everything they can to make sure that that is not the case. Dinwiddie slows it up for Florco. Florco off of the wall, sends it all the way around to the far side. Pass right out front. And now here comes the Bears back down the right side of the ice. Cal feeds it out front. A chance there that time for Carlitz. He just couldn't corral that one at the top of the crease. Eric's with it now. He's going to hold on to it. Tries to clean it out into the neutral zone and able to do so. Gets it just past Flood. And now Hofacker into the mix. Bears playing very casually out there. And then like this, Shu bringing it in with some speed, and he's going to try and take it all the way himself. Shot turned away by Carew. Hunt has it on the near side. He's got Kaiser looking for the stretch pass on the far side. A hit behind the play as Hofacker again down on the ice. As the officials getting an earful from the Eastern Washington bench. Wells tries to send it in. And that's one of the limitations of a 3 official crew. You can't have eyes everywhere. As 2 of the officials watching the lines for the most part. Wells able to kick that one back in. Just barely keeping them, and now into the neutral zone. Wells chops back towards the center as Tierney tries to slap that puck away. Shot wide of the net. 14.5 left to play in this third period. Wells not letting his man get away. Off of the wall, now pushed ahead. Tierney going to pick it up from behind the net. And he has it taken away, but here comes Eastern Washington the other way. They've got a 2-on-2 if they can skate with it. Kaiser trying to hold it up. Turned around, coming across that blue line just a bit too early. And caused himself to be offside there with 14:03 left to play in this second period. Face-off coming directly in front of us. Cal side of neutral ice. Chorlian's going to take it all the way back behind his own net. Sends it off to the far side. Florco chops that down towards the end wall. Now Smith losing a stick, but still not letting Chorlian bring it up the ice. Eastern Washington just being a menace in the forecheck. This one pushed ahead, back behind the net, all the way over to the far side. Dinwiddie chops it near side to Florco. Florco over to Smith. Now back to Florco. Dinwiddie going to hold off for his own man, and now that's going to get sent all the way down the ice. 13-16 left in the third period. Now joining me, Blaine Spencer.
Yeah, my family left. I had to get my goodbyes out of the way.
That is very important. Your mom came over, said hi. It's great for them to be able to be here at this game. They were the good luck charm through the first two periods. They left and Cal scored.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Oh, don't you fret. They already got the text message. So
they're in the car turning around right this very second, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, the family had to get home, unfortunately. But and then I got actually my best friend. He actually came down for the game too. So
it's the Blaine Spencer show here in Oakland.
They all rolled out for me. It was like they understood it was the final hurrah. So I need to be going. I came in on a W. I need to be going out on a W.
Well, and the Eagles doing everything they can to make sure that happens for you.
I hope Brad and Jay was part of the speech.
It had to have been. I mean, I haven't seen them motivated like this in a couple of weeks. It was either that or it was the pregame Famous Dave's.
Oh, 100%. The Famous Dave's was phenomenal. I'm not going to lie there.
Thompson now going to carry it up. Lets it off for Challoner, and he was looking for the near post. And again, Thompson down onto the ice. He's got that stick stuck in his armpit behind the play.
Offsides there.
Offside. Challoner didn't realize that Thompson had taken so much time to get back across the blue line. Part of that because he was tied up with a couple of Cal players hanging out on the ice. 12:20 remaining here in Oakland at the Oakland Ice Center. Thank you to everybody at the Cal organization for having us out here, helping us set up this broadcast. It was weeks in the works. Big shout out to Michelle as Kaiser puts that shot on net. But big shout out to Michelle, the GM for the Cal Golden Bears. The hospitality here has been unreal, Blaine.
Oh, without question. They were so helpful for us. And shout out to everyone at the Oakland Ice Center that was able to get everything squared away so that we could get access to everything as well. It's been a great experience so far. And then shout out to our team who made the trip down to be able to help out.
Tipped in by Jake Best at the top of the crease. Now all three players on that top line have found the back of the net tonight. Eastern Washington doing everything they can to bring a W back to the airport.
And Jake Best, Bay Area roots. You know this one's a little bit special for him.
On 7:58, 7:53 of the first period, it is Jake Best, another player I was talking about him earlier. Another player with Bay Area roots, like you said, out here to show off.
I know, and I didn't even get to thank everyone on our team. And Best had to steal all the thunder there, but we do want to give a special shout out to everybody that we had. Shelby Fitzgerald on camera. She's done absolutely phenomenal this weekend. Have our usual entourage with Joey Porco also coming in. Myself, yourself, Travis Allen, Brad J, the whole crew.
Trainer Jose.
Just
it's a
Jamie
great way.
Jamie Gwynn.
Jamie Gwynn back out here. Was the former arena manager at the URC before Travis Allen took over that position. Good to see him back out here with Eastern Hockey. And really a great way to end the first half of the year. Still 12 minutes left in this game. Far from over as that one cleared into the scorers table there. A little bit of Plinko action bouncing off of the dividers in the center.
I got to say, though, I was off air. Cal scores. I'm back on air. Eastern goal,
So should I start typing up your rejection letter to Utah now? Is that how that works? Is that what we're saying?
Might have to. AJ, I hope you're not listening to this because I am going to be your boss very soon. So
a wobbly puck there turned away by Carew. But luckily, Blaine staying in the PAC8, so we'll still get to deal with him from time to time. But instrumental this year, Blaine, in helping us set up this team for success, helping with the booster club, getting everything set up. I know everybody here at Eastern Hockey appreciates that. Everybody at Eastern Washington does.
Well, I appreciate you guys bringing me in with open arms. It's been a great time being here with all of you guys, getting to know everyone in Eastern Hockey. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Not just Eastern Hockey, but Eastern Washington University as a whole. So thank you so much. I'm excited for my next journey, and I'm staying in the PAC8, so it's not like I'm not going to be up in Spokane and Cheney all the time. So, but I will still be making my pit stops. Maybe you guys will be making a trip down to Utah.
There you go. Got to come to Salt Lake City. Well, if the cards are dealt right, the University of Utah hosting the Western Regionals. So if everything goes right at the PAC8 tournament, Eastern going to earn a bid there. And we'll just come hang out with you in Salt Lake City. You can show us around. But for now, you've got 622 seconds left in the first half of Eastern Hockey this season. And it's looking pretty good for them so far.
I mean, and we've been on the front foot after those first couple minutes of Cal hockey. Them being flying around those first couple minutes, didn't get that early goal, but after that, it's been all Eagles. And we've just really dictated play. And that was something that we talked about. If we stayed out of the box, we outplayed them at full strength. And you've seen that tonight.
And you're 100% correct. Only one penalty in the second period for the Eagles. Now here comes Kaiser up the left side. He's got Best in the middle. He's going to try and push it right out front. Best there to slap it back towards the goal mouth. And now Hunt from distance. That's how he scored both of his. So this top line really gelling as Best was right where he needed to be. Kaiser knew what he was doing, playing that puck off of the leg pads of Adrian. They're going to say no offside here. And looking to go 5-hole as Brendan Carew closes those leg pads with 9.5 to play here in Oakland.
He's been phenomenal tonight. He got beat on his stick side, top shelf, but other than that, he's been up to the challenge tonight.
And that was just a fantastic turnaround goal by Balin. Just found it in the slot and was able to pick his spot. Lusk with it, sees Smith heading down the ice, can't get to it. That Tacoma connection paying off. Lusk picks it up. That one blockered into the netting by Adrian with 9:14 to play. Lusk standing over the top of that face-off dot.
And now for Eastern, it's just stay locked in. You don't want to start checking out here. There's still a little over now, 9 minutes remaining. Cal can score in flurries. We don't want to give them that opportunity to maybe give them a little bit of momentum. Stay focused here if you're an Eastern Eagle.
And you saw it right there as Lou brought that puck all the way down the ice, walked it straight towards the goal mouth, and was able to get one shot off there. One pushed away. Now a shot taken off of Carew and into the glass behind him was Osi. Challoner now trying to get that out of the neutral zone. Can't. That one back on the stick of the Bears. Turnaround shot from distance. Osi, a little bit of a menace here in this third period. Every time the Eagles try and get the puck out, the Bears get it over to Osi, and he gets a shot off. Swing and a miss by Florko, but he recovers. Pushing it ahead to Flood. He's going to chase it down the wall. Now picks it up just outside the slot. And now sticks flying everywhere at SeaTac, or rather Lou.
And Eastern just needs to settle down here. We're playing right into Cal's hands, really up in this tempo of this game right now.
And Carew wisely holding on to that one to slow down play, exactly as you said. 7:37 left. And might not be hockey, but if you're a Ted Lasso fan, this is time to park the bus.
Absolutely. No need for the false 9.
Bring in the defense, hold them strong, and get the puck back out into the neutral zone as quickly as you can.
Potential counterattack, but weather the storm now, because Cal's going to give probably these next 2 or 3 minutes, they're going to give one final go at it to try and cut this down to 2 or 1 with a couple minutes remaining.
And if you're Eastern, you got to keep your head on your shoulders. This is the time in the game where if Cal starts to get desperate, they're going to start throwing maybe a little bit extra on their checks just to try and get under your skin and get that retaliation. And it never fails that the retaliator is the one that ends up in the penalty box. Face-off coming directly in front of us. This one sent over to the far side. Cheney giving chase. Pushed ahead. Kaiser now. Easy touch off to Best. Best has Hunt in front of him. He's going to go right there. Hunt loses it in his skates, but Jake able to pick it back up for him. Now the Bears away with it, losing footing on the far side. And then able to clear it out is Podelnik. That one off of Carew. And a shot top shelf over the top of Brendan Carew. He had already made a couple of saves.
Looked like it was Shum.
I believe it was. He's been all over the place this weekend. Got a goal yesterday and now able to get their second goal today. Still 13:20. I'm sorry, still 6:40 left to play. Just 13:20 into the period. Shum going to cut into this deficit. Now they just trail the Eagles by 2.
Nope, and we just talked about it. Cal's going to give a last little flurry here to try and give themselves an opportunity with a couple minutes remaining. So now if you're Eastern, you really need to settle yourselves down, weather the storm here, because Cal's going to be applying a lot of pressure.
And with it again, now onto the far side. Back up top. Shot taken, but stuffed right at the line. Now again, trying to take it right towards the center of the goal was Brigham. And Crew going to hold on to that one as it enters the blue paint with just under 6 minutes to play. This would be a big win for the Eagles. It's been a tough few weeks. The losses at Montana a couple weeks ago, coming down here, losing a heartbreaker last night, but the team using that as fuel.
What loss at Montana? Those games never happened.
That's fair. I'm here for it. I don't know what games.
Exactly. But no, you're right. This has been a rough couple of weeks. This is something to build off for them as they're going into their winter break here, and they can come back into the new year with a lot of energy, coming off of a little bit of a nice little way to end 2022.
And only 2 home games in the second half of the year for the Eagles as they play the Washington State Cougars in their final PAC8 games of the season. Thompson has that one poked away as he comes across the blue line. If you want tickets to that game, you can find them at EWUACHA.com. Tickets just $10. Bouncing puck, skirts all the way through the neutral zone. Slow roller. Cal finally picks it up. Just about 5 minutes left in this contest. The question becomes now, with a 2-goal deficit, does Cal pull Adrian? And if so, at what time? And here comes Hunt. He's trying to answer that question for us.
I'm thinking probably the 2:30 mark. Give it a little bit 2 more minutes of trying to, with the game so open right now, this is right in Cal's territory to be able to get a couple more opportunities. So I think maybe the 2:30 mark, you might see Cal pull their goalie here.
Bouncing puck right out front again. The final games in conference for Cal this season. Kaiser makes one-man miss. He's got 2 more blue uniforms in front of him. Turns around looking for Wells out front. Can't get the puck to him. Has it taken off at just the last second. And the captain SeaTac behind his own net. He's going to go to the far side as we tick under 4 minutes to play. Off the wall, all the way down to Cheney.
Well, and you can see this the pace right now is just frantic. Just up and down, up and down. Chaos everywhere right here now on the ice.
And I think this plays into Cal's favor with their speed. Some chaos in the defensive end for them that leads to a breakout. Could be problems for Eastern Washington. But as you saw, Kaiser going in there, Eastern's not done trying to score. And a flip over the top there by Carew. Eagles not able to clear it out of the zone again. Now finally slapped back in. They're going to call that offside as they say that one came out of the zone.
But just great positioning there by the Eagles. They stayed extremely tight, limited those shot opportunities by getting out in front and getting some blocks in there, making sure that the puck wasn't even getting to Carew.
And Eastern, again, doing a good job of pinning that puck up against the wall, right at the blue line. The official right there keeping an eye out for offside. Shorely in there, tries to put it towards the goal mouth, but right into the legs of an Eastern Washington player. Stevenson takes that shot just off the mark, under 3 minutes to play. We'll keep an eye on Adrian to see if he's going to head towards the bench. That one sent through the zone. Tierney chases, slaps at it, but can't get a hold of it. Bears with the puck in a dangerous position, and Eastern Washington able to clear it out. Lusk dives, gets just enough of the puck for that to not be a trip. Puck on the far side, waiting for it out front was a Bear, but Cal decided to go to the top of the zone. Eastern
great block,
throwing
by
their
Deuce.
body.
Great block.
And just 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. Adrian looking towards the bench, trying to see when they want him to come off. We have some controversy in the YouTube chat now. Aaron says Bulbasaur is better than Squirtle, which is better than Charmander. If you guys want to handle that, you can. Blade and I will have this conversation off the air.
Don't get me started on my Pokemon starter kit, all right? We can't be. It just gets too emotional for me, all right?
That's fair. It's a tough decision. Adrian's still in net. Doesn't look like he's planning on heading to the bench anytime soon. Cal may
he might be conceding this one, which is a surprise. Oh, out in front.
What a save by Brendan Carew, tracking that one, but a fantastic opportunity for the Cal Bears as Schum tried to pull within one, and I think maybe that would have changed Matt Adrian's game plan for the next minute 43. Face-off coming on the far side of the ice, Eastern Washington end. Off the wall. Hit at the top of the zone by Kaiser. Now to the near side. Eastern diving. Florco just couldn't get there in time. And now we've got a one-goal game as the captain, Jake SeaTac, finds the back of the net.
And right on cue, we kind of mentioned it. Now Matt Adrian will definitely be getting pulled at some point now with a minute 40 remaining. But the frenetic pace of the Cal Bears is now kind of gotten Eastern off guard. They've been a little bit rattled here these last couple minutes or so. Can they hold on?
Eastern would really like, if they can, to get an empty net goal here as well. But really, they just like to keep the Bears out of the back of their own net.
Great little poke check there, even though it is an icing. That's just something that you can't take any chances now at this point. If you need to dump it down and regroup, dump it down and regroup.
1:23 on the clock as the Cal Bears take a timeout. We'll step away for a minute. We'll be back with the exciting conclusion of this one. Friends and family, we are back. Eastern out on the ice. Cal still drawing up a play. We'll see who Eastern sends to that dot. It looks like it's going to be Jake Best.
And we just talked about it off air. This might be one of the most important face-offs of the game. This is something that we have to win here because Cal's going to flood the net.
If Schum wins that but pushes it forward, the Bears load the front side of the goal. And it looks like a good clearance there. Is Aiden going to stay?
No icing.
In net. No icing there. Good news for Eastern Washington. 68 seconds left to play here. Bouncing puck sent over into the corner. And we'll have a stoppage with 54.8 on the clock. On the ice for the Eagles. Looks like a whole line change here, but it is Wells, Dinwoody, Lusk, Smith, and Wyatt Stevenson looking to hold on for the final 54.8. Bears pick it up. Adrian still in his net with just 50 seconds remaining. The Bears seem to think they can do it.
That's a massive surprise.
Yeah, the Bears seem to think that they can pull this one level with him in the goal. 40 seconds now left to play. Dinwoody picks it up, tries to send it over to the far side. It's stuffed. And Dinwoody goes
Here
back
he comes.
home.
Adrian's just got pulled now.
30 seconds left in this game. Dinwoody passes it over to the far side as the Bears pick it up. Chorlian. Shot taken through the traffic there by Osi. 14 seconds now. Bears crowding the front of the crease. Shot right out front. Mishandled. And Brendan Carew.
What a save.
What an absolute lightning fast glove to keep the Eagles ahead by one. That a game-saving snag. Eastern Washington just creating their own highlight reel tonight.
And you could see it on the Cal player. He thought he had one.
It's deflating.
That was absolutely incredible. That's another one. Clip it. If you're seeing it, you got to clip that one. That was absolutely phenomenal.
The Eagles tie it up. 3 seconds. Shot taken. Eastern just going to fall on top of it. Eastern Washington takes game number 2 here in Oakland and qualifies for the PAC8 championship tournament.
Book it, Tyler. Book it.
A couple of players going at it afterwards. Smith getting, and now everybody getting into it. Smith was going at it there with Podelnik. It looked like Smith was trying to skate away, and finally Podelnik just threw a full-on punch, and Smith not going to let him go. Smith being pushed off behind. Eastern Washington just absolutely thrilled to be moving on, or to be heading home with 2 points after this one. Blaine, thanks again for everything that you've done. We're going to miss you. You're definitely going to have to come back, and when we come to Utah, you're jumping on this broadcast.
Absolutely. It's been my pleasure. Great victory by our Eagles tonight, clinching a PAC8 opportunity. It's going to be something to behold. Everybody, that is us signing off tonight. Once again, our final score here, your Eastern Eagles 4, The California Golden Bears 3. Have a good night, everybody.